If you think your dog is very happy, think again, because some of your behaviors may have turned into things they hate. And the problem is that they can't tell you. But they can tell you with their behavior, their body language, even their silence. Here are 12 things that dogs actually hate, but often silently put up with. Number 12. Constantly walking fast or not stopping for walks. Walking is not just exercise for your dog. It's also a time of discovery, where he sniffs around, trying to make sense of the world, relaxing his mind and satisfying his instincts. Every smell, every trace is a story for him, just like us reading a book. But if you are constantly tugging your dog, or telling him to keep going by saying, "Come on," every time he stops, you are suppressing the most natural moments of his enjoyment. Some people see walking as just a task. Let's do it quickly, let's go back. But for your dog, it can be the most exciting and meaningful part of the day. Staying at the base of a tree for a long time, stiffing the path of another dog, or following a gentle breeze is extremely valuable for his mental health. Of course, long walks are not always possible, but even a few minutes of free exploration every day can make a significant difference to their mood and behavior. Because your dog doesn't just want to walk, he wants to know his surroundings, to track, to understand the world with his own nose. Number 11. Leaving children alone when they push their limits. Dogs and children can make wonderful friends, but this bond is strengthened by understanding and observation. Children often show their affection with loud noises, sudden movements, and physical contact. For example, hugging, lying on top of them, pulling their ears. For dogs, however, these behaviors can be perceived as threatening, especially in dogs that are not patient and calm. This stress builds up and can eventually lead to unwanted reactions. Leaving your dog alone with small children can cause him to experience a situation that exceeds his limits without realizing it. Because dogs often don't say they're uncomfortable, but silently endure it. And this pressure can force them to be defensive. That's why their interactions with children should always be supervised by an adult. Observe when your dog is enjoying himself and when he wants to go away. Give him the right to say no, too. Number 10. Constant change of routines. Dogs don't like uncertainty. For them, filling the food bowl at the same time every day, taking a walk on the same path, or seeing their favorite toy at a certain time makes them feel that their world is in balance. Because dogs build trust through repetitive behavior, but if this pattern is constantly changing, a morning walk one day and no walk the next, sometimes days of indifference, sometimes excessive attention, this can cause confusion and restlessness in your dog. Not knowing when to eat or when to go out can cause stress and behavioral disorders. Of course, life doesn't always go according to plan, but keeping the basic routines, feeding times, short walks, loving moments as much as possible will deepen your dog's trust in you. Because those repetitions that are normal for you mean you are safe for him. Number 9. Taking continuous photos or videos. It's natural to want to record your dog's cute moments. But for him, this constant exposure to the camera can become an uncomfortable pressure. Forcing him to look at the camera, using flash photography, or interrupting his movements and expecting him to pose can be unnatural and even stressful. Remember that for dogs, the feeling of being watched is unsettling. Some will turn their heads away, walk away, or exhibit restless behavior when they realize this. So instead of trying to record every moment, sometimes just being in the moment can be the most valuable. Because the real bond you have with your dog is too meaningful to be captured in a frame. Number 8. Constantly giving orders, even during playtime. Commands like no, come, sit, are of course part of training. But if you are constantly giving commands, especially during playtime, your dog has no chance to bond freely with you. Play is not only a release of energy, but also a space for self-expression. Constantly giving orders can put pressure on him and, over time, turn even the things he enjoys into a routine that he will avoid. Let him loose sometimes. Let him run, chase, bark as he pleases. Your relationship should not only include rules, but also good memories. Number 7. Using scented cleaning products. Dogs' noses are about 40 times more sensitive than humans. That's why bleach, perfumed cleaners, or air fresheners, which are pleasant to us, are like an odor bombardment for dogs. Not only do these chemicals cause discomfort, but in some cases, they can cause stress, headaches, and even respiratory problems. If you notice behavior such as constant sneezing, restlessness, or leaving the area after cleaning, this could be the cause. It's best to use dog-friendly cleaning products or ventilate the area for a while after cleaning and limit access to your dog. Number 6. Dressing up, if he doesn't want to. Some dogs feel comfortable in a coat, booties, or a cute costume, but this is not true for all dogs. If your dog pinches his tail, stays still, or tries to take it off when dressed, this is a clear sign of discomfort. Even if it's just for a photo shoot, this feeling can raise his stress levels. Clothes restrict a dog's mobility, disrupt body temperature, and can lead to irritability. If you are putting something on, be sure to observe their comfort and reactions, because elegance should not get in the way of tranquility. Number 5. Leaving home alone for long periods. The cliché, "dogs can be lonely," is often not true. Remember, dogs are pack animals by nature. Loneliness feels like a threat to them. A dog that is alone for long periods of time may develop separation anxiety, depression, or bad behavior such as destroying things. Just 15 to 20 minutes of quality time a day of play, affection, or a walk can make a huge difference to your dog's mental health. The bond he forms with you is his greatest security. Number 4. Frequently washing off odor. For dogs, scent is not just a mark, it's an identity. Recognizing their own scent is part of feeling safe in their environment. But washing them frequently means constantly removing this natural scent, and this can make them feel uncomfortable, stressed, and disoriented. What's more, their skin is sensitive. Frequent washing can lead to irritation and dryness. The healthiest way is to wash them at intervals recommended by your veterinarian, using shampoos specially designed for dogs. Remember, cleanliness is important, but not at the expense of naturalness. Number 3. Looking into the eyes for a long time. For us humans, eye contact is a sign of affection and intimacy. But for dogs, it can be perceived as a challenge or an attempt to assert dominance, especially when it goes on for too long. You may be looking at him lovingly, but he may feel it as a threat. If your dog trusts you, he may of course return the gaze. This can even turn into a beautiful bonding moment. However, staring into his eyes for too long, especially when he doesn't recognize you or is feeling nervous, can make him tense and pull away from you. It is often much more effective to keep your gaze gentle and short when bonding with dogs. Number 2. Shouting loudly. For a dog, yelling is not just noise but a direct threat. Dogs perceive loud noises as a danger signal, especially if they come from their owner. Just because they retreat when you yell doesn't mean they realize their mistake. They are just scared. This fear damages the bond of trust over time. It can cause them to see you as a source of stress, not a source of love. If you want to have quality communication with your dog, you only need to control your tone, not your voice. Number 1. Head hugs or tight hugs. For us humans, hugging is one of the most natural ways to show affection. But for dogs, it is very different. When they are trapped in someone's arms, they do not perceive it as an expression of affection, but as a restriction of their freedom of movement. This can cause them stress, anxiety, and even a defense reflex. Some dogs will hold their breath, avert their eyes, pull their ears back, or remain still. These reactions are clear signs that they are uncomfortable. If you want to show affection, choose a way that he is comfortable with. Gently stroking his head, playing together, or sitting quietly next to him often builds bonds much more than a hug. Your dog may not be able to tell you, but he tells you a lot every day. If you are doing these 12 behaviors, it might be time for a change. Have you noticed anything your dog doesn't like? Leave it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and check out our other videos for more tips. Every bark is a clue at Paws and Clues. See you in the next video. Bye!